What's up, everybody? Good evening. It's Thursday. I'm feeling great. Welcome to the channel. I'm the sports judge. This Gerrit Cole thing, absolutely rough and just bad news. Man, this is the news nobody wanted to hear. If you're a Yankees fan, this is the news you don't want to hear. It is a ruthless start to a merciless season. There's no getting around how brutal this loss is, whether it's a month, whether it's two, whether it's a full season. Right now, they're just going to shut Cole down until the inflammation dies down. I think for the Yankees, once the elbow feels better, then you ramp him back up until he's in game shape, which is 2 months from now. So somewhere around late May, early June, I'm guessing, testing will continue. There should be another update following his in-person visit and further testing. So that's kind of where we're at as far as the news on Gerrit Cole. The Yankees are not saying he's going to miss significant time, saying that he's going to get more opinions. When this news first came out, the Yankees weren't worried too much about it. Now we know the initial imaging did not show that he has any kind of torn ligament or a ligament tear. The swelling is inflammation. There's an issue, obviously concerning. Aaron Boone declined to provide a timetable. This was a quote from manager Aaron Boone. He says Gerrit Cole is as smart as they come. He's just trying to process all of the information as it comes in, and obviously having necessary conversations with our trainers, our doctors, his people, his family. So I think he's still in, the information gathering portion too of what's the final diagnosis here. What's the course of action? Can someone please help me understand that? Please help me out here understand this. Can anybody help me understand the positive in that statement? Reading that, there was nothing positive in that statement. You can try to find the positive in all of this and put a positive spin on the report. But when you're talking to your family, getting advice from trainers, visiting doctors, that tells me he should have Tommy John. What Gerrit Cole is trying to do, what he's doing is trying to find a way out, trying to do everything possible to avoid Tommy John. The more information we get, God forbid if it requires him to undergo surgery, he's missing next year. If it requires him to undergo surgery, he's missing all of next season. Let's wait and see. He's got one more doctor's visit. They could get bad news from this. They could get good news from this. All I know is that they can't rush him back. They need to carefully monitor him. Be careful when he returns and not confuse pain for soreness. But a Gerrit Cole injury is the worst news the Yankees could possibly get. This latest update is probably even worse than Aaron Judge being out. At the very best, Gerrit Cole will be out of action for 2 months, plus 4 weeks to get his right arm into game shape. I don't see him returning until after the All-Star break. I just don't see it. He'll be sorely missed because he is the heart and soul of that starting rotation. I honestly can't name another guy in the Yankee starting rotation that can help fill the void left by Cole. You have to go out and add a frontline guy like Trevor Bauer, Jordan Montgomery, Blake Snell, 3 names who would propel you forward. The reality is there is no starting pitching depth with Cole being out. I can't trust Rodon to step up and carry the rotation. There's talent on this roster. yes, there's plenty of talent. There's a logical reason Gerrit Cole flew to Los Angeles for more testing on his injured elbow. The current belief is he will not be pitching for the Yankees anytime soon. Ask yourself this. If Cole traveled to Los Angeles on Wednesday to meet with renowned surgeon Dr. Neil Akratrash, if I pronounced his name correctly, how serious is the injury? There's no faster path to returning than leading with your health. And also, probably, this is a hint that the injury to his elbow requires some kind of surgery for a torn ligament or tendon or some type of season-ending surgery, which he would like to avoid, obviously. The injury to Cole tells me that while he's out, and no one knows how long that will be, he won't be replaced by a free agent ace that's still on the market. You know, Yankee fans have every reason to believe Cole's injury is more serious than a 1 or 2 month stint on the injured list. I think this injury is more serious than what it really is. And a long-term injury would be damaging and likely would shrink any hope of winning the World Series. The fact that the Yankees are being stubborn, showing an unwillingness to dish out the cash to go get Blake Snell or Jordan Montgomery, to me, it shows they have become this franchise that cut corners every year. It's who the Yankees have become. It's on the front office now to dig into their deep pockets and spend money on a free agent pitcher if they have any shot of competing for a World Series title this season. You're not getting Cole back anytime soon. You're not. When your irreplaceable Cy Young ace is getting an MRI on his elbow, the worst case scenario is Tommy John surgery out for the year. In fact, I think he needs Tommy John surgery, but the Yankees need him so bad, they're going to rush him back. You know, they're going to try to have him back by May or June, especially now that Dylan Cease is off the table. Cole is not a pitcher you can replace that couldn't possibly recover. The Yankees couldn't possibly recover from that. If you're the Yankees, you're not recovering from that. That's a huge loss. Here's the reality. The New York Yankees now have put themselves in a position to go all in. They went all out and got Juan Soto. Now they have to add a high-impact piece to go into their starting rotation. Rather, that is Blake Snell, Jordan Montgomery. And when you mention those names, not necessarily household names, but a former Cy Young pitcher and a World Series champion who would step in and provide some stability, much needed stability. A club like the Yankees need to fork up the money. They used to fork up the money. They used to spend a lot of money on big name players, not anymore. They're clearly not deciding to make a move because they're saying, hey, it's only a 2-month period. We'll be without our ace. In the meantime, we can outslug teams and beat you that way. So we're going to beat teams by slugging, getting on base, and scoring runs. We're going to do it that way until our ace comes back. It's Brian Cashman and Hall Steinbrenner who now needs to pursue veteran starting pitcher, a veteran starting pitcher. And I know they want to re-sign Juan Soto at the end of the season. You want to give him a mega contract. I get it. There is a lot of talent in the room. There is a surplus of talent in the lineup. It feels like the offense is trending as it should. It's a potent lineup, but we all know that power in the lineup doesn't win you games in October. Pitching does. That's the blueprint on how to win a World Series. The worst case scenario is that an injury like this could more than likely end up with worse news. If they sign another pitcher, which I think the Yankees should, I'll shut down Cole for 3 to 4 months. No way am I bringing him back or rushing him back to the rotation. Just no way I'm doing that. I'm not bringing him back. Elbow injuries could be complicated. A partial tear was detected in former Yankees right-hander Masahiro Tanaka's, I believe, elbow, and he pitched another 9 professional seasons without Tommy John. Luis Serviano, he had multiple MRIs that failed to spot damage with his UCL. Later, Serviano was given a dry contrast MRI that revealed a partial tear. It required him to have Tommy John surgery. So this is real tricky. We really don't know. Word precautionary is being thrown around, and when I hear that word, my immediate reaction is that it can't be good. The situation surrounding the Yankees ace, to me, is alarming. This definitely shifts power in the AL East. The report was that they found no tear, and they feel they can probably rest him and do rehab. This feels like a gut punch. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate the love and support. Thanks for supporting the channel. Please do me a huge favor and make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. We'll talk very soon. You guys have a good night. Take care, everyone.